Hey guys, today we're starting a video a bit differently than usual. We have here an empty box because the CPU cooler is already in the claw build right over there, and I already did the tests and everything, and you'll see the results very soon. But let's start with some specifications and what you get in the box and how does everything function. Now, today we're going to talk about the AeroCool Cylon 4. This is the CPU tower cooler with a RGB, addressable RGB fan right here on front. And that's not all, because on the top of the radiator you have a cover, a plastic cover that also has a nice strip line, LED strip line, which is also addressable RGB, and they're connected. So, PWM fan, addressable RGB CPU air cooler, RGB LED design, heat core touch technology. Whatever that is, we'll find out. So it has an elegant backslash RGB design. As you can see, it really does have a backslash. So yeah, that's a bit something new to add to the title of the whole CPU tower cooler. Compatible with addressable RGB motherboard, so you get the 3-pin 5 volts connector that you connect to your motherboard that also supports the same connection. Heat core touch technology and 4 ultra efficient thermal heat pipes. Okay, we'll test that definitely. Black coating on fins improves efficiency of dissipation. Okay, that's something new definitely, but it does add something else. It does add to the visual appearances. Now, when it comes to radiators on CPU tower coolers, I personally don't like the aluminum design. The silver color, it's kind of plain, I would say. But here they place a black coating, so it kind of looks better. I'm talking about the visual aspect, I'm not talking about cooling. So yeah, more on the specifications. The cooler is aluminum block with HCTT, heat core touch technology. The fin material is also aluminum. Heat pipe diameter is 6 millimeters times 4, so you have 4 pipes. The dimensions of the cooler are 126.5 times 76 times 160 millimeters, and the TDP, the thermal design power, is up to 145 watts. So yeah, it supports all Intel sockets, and I can see here all AMD sockets as well. When it comes to fan, the fan speed goes from 800 to 1800 RPMs. PWM 4-pin connector, addressable RGB connector as well. The dimensions of the fan are 100 times 100 times 25 millimeters, 60,000 hours mean time before failure, which is quite alright, and the noise is from 14 to 26 decibels, so this is really cool. Now let's open the box and check what we have in the box content, except for the CPU tower cooler, since it's already installed. You get, of course, these are the AMD brackets because we placed it on Intel Core i7-8700K. The bracket is already there, so basically that's it. You don't have any. Let's just check the box if I have something. Oops. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have more stuff. Okay. So we have the 2011 brackets. So these are for the 2011 socket for the Intel Core Extreme. This goes for the Intel 115X. What does it say here? 115X. Also for the 775 socket. You get the instruction manual. You get the brackets that hold the screws that you place on the backplate behind the motherboard, and you get, of course, the thermal paste. Now this is all there is to it. There's nothing else here except for the cooler, which is already in the build, which I already said, of course. So let's check the gaming part. Okay, so when it comes to Battlefield 1 on Ultra, we've got the CPU on 38, 37, let me just quiet it down a bit. So we got the CPU at 70 degrees when it goes up to 40% of load, and the GPU, well, GPU is not important. So it's around 6970 on Intel Core i7-8700K. So this is Battlefield 1 Ultra details, and we also have PUBG. PUBG was 30% of usage, around 30%, and the temperatures were around 55 to 65 Celsius degrees. So I think this is really cool for, I would say this is an extreme budget. When I say extreme, I mean on the price, extremely low price for a nice cooler which has a nice lighting, so it has a nice visual aspect as well. And it keeps the temperature of the CPU on some stable level, so it doesn't vary a lot, it gets nice contact, and the heat pipes are actually doing what they're supposed to do, dissipating the heat from the CPU through the fins of the radiator. So basically, I would say this is something really cool from AeroCool, and that wasn't intended to, I usually say cool, so they stole the word from me, not the other way around. But nevertheless, AeroCool did a really nice job with the Cylon 4. This is a CPU tower cooler that actually is a budget-friendly CPU tower cooler, and it does work nicely, especially if you have a case that, you know, has a nice airflow, which does help a lot. And we're testing this in the AeroCool Claw build. Now let me just place it here for you guys to see it a bit better, because even though with the close-ups I think it's quite alright. You can see it has a special design right here on the lower left side. The fins are black, coated in the black color. You have the backslash here right on the middle of the CPU tower cooler, and the fan is on the right side of the CPU tower cooler. So basically it fits perfectly in the build. It's black, you could manage a color whichever you wish, and it could fit any color scheme that you desire. So basically, yeah, definitely a recommendation for you guys that are actually avoiding water cooling. This is something that is affordable and, you know, still functions really good when you connect it to your motherboard. So Asus AuraSync, MSI Mystic Lights, what else we have? We have the ASRock Polychrome RGB as well. So you can manage it through your motherboard. You can adjust the PWM with the PWM connection. You can adjust the speed of the fan as well. So yeah guys, this is it. Thank you for watching. Definitely a recommendation if you're searching for a budget CPU tower cooler. The AeroCool Cylon 4 is your answer. I'll put the links below for you guys to check it out, see the prices and where to buy it, and definitely don't forget to subscribe below and click the bell button for future videos. Bye bye.